Horoscopes by 1pkc.io, brought to you by Jeff Helkenberg.
Hello Taurus, this is your horoscope for the week of February 11th, 2019. Now currently the house of Taurus is empty while your ruling planet Venus remains in Capricorn. And so last week we were saying that your business acumen has been shining through and that you may have kind of began 2019 not in the best position to really wow people with your talents and abilities. You kind of were lagging behind, probably, in terms of a race, you were about in the middle ground. Well, in the last week, you really turned that on and you've started to shine. 2019 is beginning to be your year, and so things are just really going to start working out for you. So when you look back on the last week, try to assess the things that were working and maybe the things that weren't working, and really work this week on amplifying positive things. So if you're an entrepreneur, that might mean looking back on the past week, maybe a couple of weeks, to see if things that you were doing were successful, which ones weren't. It could be something as simple as reaching out to someone, or it might be a new product. Whatever it is for you, if you're an entrepreneur, look at those things, try to amplify the positive. The same is true if you're in a workplace environment where, you maybe just see yourself as kind of a cog inside of a machine, but that's not very accurate. We're actually individuals, and we provide a lot more value than just cogs turning. We can amplify that effect, provided that we are paying attention to what's working. And so just really focus on that this week. On the relationship front, about midweek, there may be a conflict for you somewhere in there as the moon moves through your house. It could lead to some emotional contest between you and another person. There is a possibility of that, so just do your best to remain focused on your grounded self and your grounded objectives. Do the best you can and get through the week as well as you possibly can. Again, midweek, you may look out for some kind of emotional problem. Other than that, things are going to be very good for you this week. Now, for those of you who know your birth chart positions, here's a rundown of the other planets and our star. Jupiter is in Sagittarius. Neptune and Mercury are in Pisces. Saturn, Pluto, and Venus are in Capricorn. Uranus and Mars are in Aries. The Sun is in Aquarius, and the Moon will start the week in Aries, move through Taurus and Gemini, and will end the week in Cancer. So again, the message this week: focus on the things that's been working for you. Try to amplify those things. Really use this moment where Venus is in Capricorn to propel yourself in the business world, and it's going to be a good week for you if you do that.
Thank you for listening, and visit 1pkc.io for more great content.